Chore. Well, I think I'm live. What up? Sorry I'm late again. I'll get the hang of it. Second day in a row I've had restreaming problems. I'm not sure. Doesn't want to start. So I'll get used to it. Steam sucks. It does. Yes, it does. Everything came down. Hopefully we're bouncing. I haven't checked in the past. I think it was down like 8% from its high. So we got a double top. Hit resistance, got knocked back. That's the thing about momentum. If it doesn't go through in a certain amount of time, it just falls apart. And I think that's what happened. I gave it a couple tries and it couldn't do it. So momentum just drops off and people just give up and sell it. So once it starts breaking down, it escalates. I think the same thing happened with Bitcoin. What do you mean, Bitcoin? I don't think so. This is what you call a shakeout. It's the end of the pattern. It's typical on a reverse head and shoulders. It's I call it the sling back. I wouldn't short it. Not yet. It hasn't broken down yet. The pattern's still intact. It's that right shoulder sling back. It's typical. You can research it. What you call it? Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. There's a old edition PDF file that you can download online. I'll have to see if I can find it and put it in the chat. Here, let me show you. I had to restart my computer, so everything's back loading here. The reverse head and shoulders is the right shoulder slinging back. I would be afraid under 3,300, but that's how it works. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then to complete it, it just slings everybody out. You can see the OBV is very like it came down 8%, but the OBV pretty solid. Came overbought to oversold in a rapid amount of time. It's a sling back. It's this shakeout. It's coming to the end of the pattern. It's typical. It happens all the time on these reverse head and shoulders. I think I warned about it as well. I thought it was going to break through, that this was the right shoulder completing, but and it could break down after that, but it's what I mean is it's the pattern's still intact. So if it breaks down, then I would agree with you, but it's still there. It always comes down to the head of the pattern, to the top of the candle. It slings everybody out, taps it, and reverses right on the dot. And even if that happened, we still have some dang it. We still have some support lines. It's typical. Oh yeah. My stream is buffering, huh? There we go. Is that better on the stream? I don't know, I'm a rookie at this, so I'll keep working on it. I gotta spend some time figuring out my settings. As far as I know, the only way it works right now is if I reset everything. Then I have to put it on all the settings again. Okay, so you're asking about S&P. That means I gotta change my user. SPY. S&P. Oh, it's the same. It's funny how all these indices look the same, huh? Yeah, I think we went over this yesterday. We got a double top. Came over the 34. Kind of retraced, got rejected, bearish retraced back into the 34, doubled back, rejected again, and now we're at a spike low. Now we're at resistance on the way up. For me to show any strength, this thing has to come above rapidly across the line and then make a right shoulder, because we got a left shoulder, the head is forming. It's either going to form a right shoulder somehow, or it's going to get rejected from here. slide down, get rejected again, and then watch for the third time across. But yeah, when was this? The double top was in at September, so it's been a while. And yeah, I do believe it's turning over. There's too many points to show. The double top, the bearish retracement, back into resistance, the bounce. That's a bearish flag style. It could, if it wants to do it, it's got to do it. And if it doesn't do it in the next couple days or this week, I say that it's done. I mean, anything's possible. So but I think I count 5 points of reference to a downtrend changing. Once the bearish retracement goes in, then for me that's done. And I saw that a few weeks back, so anything's possible though. Never say never. It's just probabilities from here for me. Bitcoin, same thing. It's just hanging on, but it's typical that right shoulder. So big runner was XVG, and it looks like on the intraday it's making a top. Let's see if it continues. The big continuation move was the pattern that it made on the daily. Am I looking at the right chart? I remember a different chart. What am I looking at here? XVG. There was a pattern inside the run. Where the hell is it? Is it on the daily chart? Must be losing my mind. Maybe I'll find it. KMD, no. S&T, I posted that in the room yesterday because it was breaking previous highs. Ran up a little bit. Oh, it's going to kill me now. Where'd I see that pattern? There's a continuation pattern. It broke. I thought it was XVG and I don't see it. I'm blind. See, on S&T, the right shoulder sling back didn't occur. It just went on through. Unlike Bitcoin, what it's doing now, it's having that big old sling back. Mine's just in Binance. I don't really have any offline wallets except for Ethereum. I'm not sure what you're asking. I just went to back in the day we were trading Poloniex, and Poloniex decided to go who was it? Goldman Sachs, I think, bought it, and so I didn't like that at all. And so I went to Binance. So I just transferred over with Litecoin, and I just trade it. The only wallet I really have is that's stable is Steemit, and that's in my social media account. There's some good. I'm not the one to ask about securing offline wallets. That's for sure, because I've never really done it. Any money I've made, I just took it out. I never really saved it on an offline wallet. I should, but I never did. Dang, this isn't gonna kill me. Let's see. I know it's XVG. I know it. Maybe it's a different time frame. 60-minute chart? No. I feel like I'm missing something. That is going to kill me from here on out. I don't know where I saw that pattern. Thought for sure it was XVG. Never mind. So XVG, S&T. Let's see if we can't catch something. Oh, this blows. It's not even updated. Storm was looking good as well. Storm coming across the 8 and 13 on the weekly. That looks good for a pop. Coming out of oversold. Everything really got knocked back with Bitcoin though. Nothing in terms of volume so far. My system's still updating, which really sucks because it was all updated before I restarted. One thing I noticed is for sure you got to do on these platforms is you got to have a. I got hacked one time, and the only thing that saved me was the second, the two-factor authorization. So make sure you do that. No, you got to go to Coinbase to do that, or you got to go. I don't like Coinbase either because the IRS is involved. Oh, it's the new candle. The new daily candle comes out at 5 o'clock Arizona time. I was late today again, but that's why. I want to catch momentum on the break, on the new candles. I heard a lot of good stuff about Abra, a mobile app that you can buy, and um, you can buy with your credit card cryptos, and then I think you can cash out with that same credit card. That's last time I checked. It's expensive to buy it, but it's worth it because you don't have a lot of hassle. I mean, at one point I lost my two-factor authorization for all my accounts because my phone got messed up, and so I had to reset everything. This was months ago, but it's such a pain if you lose that code for your two-factor authorization for all your accounts. So to get my Coinbase account back, you have to go through a stringent security pass. It's just a real pain. Like, to get my Binance account back, it took me like 2 weeks back and forth with these security morons, which I guess it's okay. But oh, TRX, is that it? Oh, I'm losing my mind. No, that's not it. XVG. Oh man, that's gonna kill me. I forget. NG. Where's NG at? Is NG on Binance? What you talking about? NG from where? You gotta tell me where. Unless, am I missing it in my Binance list? Could be possible. Could you be talking about natural gas? It's making a churn. Got resistance at the gap. 313. Is that what you're talking about? Natural gas? I missed a move. Oh, TRX. That was the pattern right here. The continuation pattern. Oh, it blows my mind. How come I couldn't figure that out? TRX moved pretty good. He's going to W bottom. off the short term. S&T looks like a double top. Well, it's all the way to 3 now. I don't know. Looks like 5 is the resistance level. You got resistance at the gap, so it's got some work to do all the way up into this 311 to 330. Gapping down. It's a bullish retracement on the long-term chart. It's got to hold levels though, and looks like it will. It's turning a corner. You got to get through that gap though. It's another gap over here. So it looks like resistance all the way up to 350. It's got some work to do. You can see the long term, it busted through and came all the way back in. So it's buy at support time. I don't know, doesn't natural gas spike every winter? It's pretty seasonal, ain't it? Oh, there's probably something wrong, yeah. Let me restart the chat. Well, I haven't traded any equities for a while, so I haven't heard any stories or rumors or kept up with the pace. Yeah, TRX. I forgot. That's the pattern, the continuation pattern. I'm going to restart this chat. See if it won't catch up. Better? Better. Still watching in cash for a little bust. Looks like IOST broke out, came back in. Looks like intraday might catch up. Try again. Intraday double bottoms. Minute chart. I want a 60-minute chart. Where are you at? There we go. Got the AB bottom on the 60-minute chart, higher low. Hammer on the outside there. Stay above the hammer for support. Cross the 8 into the 13, back into the 8. Let's see if it'll run. Same kind of run. 2-bar pattern into the 8. AB bottom into the 8, over the 8, into the 13, back into the 8. See if it'll run to the 34 next. Resistance at 170. There we go. My coin is Steam It. I need that one to run. I was out all day, so I didn't have a chance to gauge whether or not I should sell it. I do believe I saw the breakdown, but the percentage value, still waiting for a bounce. Looks like it caught its legs. So I'm waiting for that weekly pop. Daily, you can see how momentum just gave out. Came all the way back into support, so I wasn't worried. Not yet. But my average on it is okay. It's not, I'm not at a very big loss, so I'm looking for a bounce. Coming out of oversold situation here. I got the AB bottom into the 8, over the 8, into the 8. See if we can't get across that 13 on the 60-minute chart. Got the higher lows. AB bottom, higher lows. Looks like the 3-minute chart's gathering its legs and ready to try again. But that's me. I'm in it to win it. That's just because my most of my Steam It is in my account on the social media platform. So I used my cash to double up on it. So I'm not worried. I need to thinking about selling my TV. Sell my TV so I can double down on it. Who needs a TV anyways? Intraday elf. Kind of got knocked back. Got a double low. Hopefully we get some nice bounces. MFT into resistance, back into support. I will. As soon as I figure things out, I have some time. I like the miners as well. Very small, speculative market. The Speculator. You seen that movie? Matthew McConaughey. Got the AB bottom on IOST as well. A lot of these are bouncing. Got knocked back into support. Now they're bouncing. It's a good sign. There's no get dead cat bounces or anything. I don't know. Gold and silver ran up pretty good. I think that there's consolidation in hand soon. XVG, nice weekly balance line break, could come out any minute. Any minute. I would say XVG is my best looking chart after the bounce. The 2-bar reversal over the 8. I think it's going to come down, retrace back into support. So that's silver. That's daily chart. You can see the double bottom. Nice push. But I think it's going to come back into support. Let that 8 and the 13 come across as it comes back into support. Gold, I think gold, same thing. It ran up. They both ran up pretty good. So we got some time. Same thing. You can see the legs, lower high. It's getting ready to come back. We could get a sideways consolidation and then a continuation. That's not off the books, but it'd have to go sideways for a while so the averages can catch up. On the longer term charts. Usually the way I see it is once price gets away from averages, it always comes down to meat. It's a natural course. Just stay above the 8. Quite literally. Over the 34, back into the 34. It's a common move. Just it's one of those things. But I do like it. Just it had a good run. I think it just needs to rest up a little bit. Gather its legs and try again. Goes steam across the resistance on its bounce. See if we can get a little better push out of this. Not seeing much more. Let's see what happened to Ethereum today as Bitcoin came down. This is annoying, so nothing see if we can't destroy the feed with backfill and everything. There we go. Breaking in the previous lows, Ethereum coming back. Looks like Mike needs a little bit more retrace on the weekly. I don't know. Come on, Steam. Get back up there. TRX is still running. Little cup and handle on that bounce. So it wants to retrace on the intraday though. Well, anyways, when everything else was having problems, TRX still ran all the way up. It looks like it wants to keep going. MTL got slashed. What do you mean? What was my best trade? What do you mean? Like ever? I don't know. Back in the day, they used to be 100% runners all the time before they put the day trading rules in. Trading used to be a lot of fun. But there's been numerous occasions where I've turned 500 into 10 grand in the miners, in the silver futures. Probably Bitcoin, the last rise up to 20 grand. I mean, that was phenomenal. I had a trading account of 5 grand, and every Friday I would cash out anything above 5 grand, and it was like a fish in a barrel. Probably I haven't been a long-term trader, but a long time ago, I think the best trade, a long-term trade, was just accumulation. Throwing in $100 on some penny stock that turned into buku bucks, and I didn't think about it. I just threw in $100 a month, $50 a month, whatever I had laying around for a year, and it just accumulated it. Nothing. I think I talked about this the other night. I think it was called Unidyne. I don't even know. I think they were getting into nanotechnology back then. I think that's what it was. There's no way for me to remember. Too many messages from where? What you talking about? Gotta get back to work. Post messages in the Discord. You don't have to catch me live. Alright, everything's updated now. It's a freak show. Storm on the weekly. I like that chart, man. Gotta keep my eye on these things. I wish I didn't have to work myself. That way I can trade all day. TRX, previous high break on the intraday. 60-minute chart. Nice cup and handle. I wonder how far that's gonna run. REP, it's gonna run out of that tight pattern. It keeps trying. One of these days, REP is gonna run. See if we can get a continuation up here. Set my alert. I want to set it for price. I want the asking price to go over that line, and then I will get notified. Nice. Daily chart's going to break. I got a balance point break as well. Previous low, previous high. Balance point. Let's see if we can get a wrap out of this. Nice. ONT. Another one that got slashed back, bouncing nicely. Where's steam? Here comes steam. I need a bigger bounce than that, buddy. Everyone's missing in action, I guess, all by myself. Over the 8 into the 13, back into the 8, crossing the 13, into the 34 next. A power move. Got shot back pretty good on the daily. Nano on the weekly. Looks like boom time. Slam it down, shake everybody out, and then reverse. Typical, typical, typical. MTL. No bounce yet. Oh, scratch that. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder to complete on the little bounce on this intraday chart. Needs to do a lot better on the daily though. Pick up the pace. YouTube warned you of too many messages? That's weird if they did that. Cool, man. No problem. Glad you showed up. Anytime, anytime, anytime. Yeah, it's gonna be nice once we get things going. I'm pretty sure everyone got knocked back today and they didn't show up because it's not worth it. I don't know. But I see us shake out, not nothing more than that. But yeah, figure out Discord. It's gonna be nice. We're gonna have a little private trading room, and really do some damage. Damage.